It's good to be awake. Welcome to episode 2 of the Inebriated and Autistic Engineer ASMR. So, first things first, I said last time I was gonna show you the railroad system, because as much as railroad companies might be a pain in the keister, I totally gotta admit, trains are cool. They're like cars, but cooler, because they go on a specific path, and you can move a lot of stuff with them, you know. So here, I want to make a fishing boat and a fishing shack there. I think I mentioned the tiki over there, the tiki area. Yeah, oh, there's daisies. There's only 2 flowers in this one. There's the daisy and the rose. The rose. Alright, there's my samber spawner right down there. I'm gonna make a fighting arena. You can go in, and there's some red mushrooms. You don't find those too often in the open world. But you're gonna be able to hop in, and there's the rose I was talking about. But you're gonna hop in and fist fight some zombies and be like, yeah, I'm total beast in the arena. It's gonna be cool. This took a long time to build. A very long time. For every 16 blocks of just regular rails that you go, that's 6 iron ingots and a stick. Doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're going for a ridiculous distance, it's painful. I have spent so much iron on this. So much iron. Pigoos! Pigoo. Okay, that was my railroad. There's the tree. I like trees. Trees are they're cool. Did you know that the pine tree and the oak tree are not very related? In fact, an oak tree is more closely related to a rose than it is to the pine tree, because pine trees have seeds, but the oak tree, pine trees, you got the pine cones and all that stuff, but the oak tree, it's a flowering plant, and flowering plants are just, they're very different. It's called convergent evolution. Floating island. 2 of them. You don't see that in the modern Minecraft because this stuff's good. But so convergent evolution is when 2 species, they're different, but they have a similar circumstance. And because of that similar circumstance, they grow similar traits. That's why things keep evolving into crabs and into trees. So if you ever wonder why there's a bunch of things that are like that, like palm trees, they're not actually even trees, technically speaking. I could be wrong, but I think that palm trees are actually, technically speaking, you bugger! You cotton-headed ninny-muggin. But palm trees are, technically speaking, grass, I believe. That pig, he totally threw off my feng shui. My schmoove and my groove, I should be like Cusco in the Emperor's New Groove. You throw off my groove. So I'll throw you at the window, pigoo. No, I'm not that mean. Sometimes I wish I could be mean, but no, was terrified of Minecraft. Like, I wouldn't even go into caves. Like, it was freaking bad. The only way I was brave enough to go into a cave was if I had, like, either someone else